Today, PlayStation have done an oopsie as we are about to take a look at the very first official images for the next Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3. We're going to be diving into several other early looks at the flooded Fortnite map, going underwater and reminding ourselves of all of the leaks for the next Fortnite season that will be kicking off in just over a week. If you're excited for the brand new Fortnite season, just spend a second clicking the like button and subscribe here to the channel so you do not miss out on anything at all, as all of the latest news and information is covered right here. So, just in case you weren't aware, the Fortnite season was pushed back one more week, which means now the live event to end off this season will be happening this coming Saturday, June the 6th, with the next season now kicking off next Thursday on June the 11th. Within the live event, we expect to see a lot of action around the Doomsday device, with Midas expected to put on a suit, ultimately trying to control the storm, but all of it's gonna go wrong. We expect to see a giant storm with a lot of water and ultimately leading into the flooding of the map, which will take us into the next Fortnite season. We've also gotten leaks from people that have leaked successfully other things in the past, letting us know that we can expect the water theme with all of the flooding, even rideable sharks as a brand new vehicle. I know it sounds crazy, but this guy's been really accurate in the past. And within the Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3 Battle Pass, the secret skin will apparently be Aquaman. Please, 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 if you're watching right now, pop in code ALIA. The code only lasts for 2 weeks, but if you pop it in now, it will last the perfect amount of time, ready for the new Fortnite seasons. When you buy the Battle Pass, you'll be supporting your favorite content creator. Now, just before we take a look at these official leaks, we're also going to be taking a look at some crazy creations, which will show us not only what it will be like to have a flooded Fortnite map at the expected level of flooding we think we're going to be seeing, but also what it's like to experience Fortnite underwater via some glitches. You do not want to miss this. These leaks have come about because if the Fortnite season hadn't been pushed back a week, today is the day we should be expecting the very first Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3 teasers. Along with that, a lot of websites update their images and update their assets to be in line with the new Fortnite chapter. Unfortunately, apparently the Dutch PlayStation website didn't get that memo, and because they should have been pushing it back a week, waiting for the delayed release, they instead decided to release some images on their website, giving us an early look. On screen here, you can see with multiple high-resolution images that we'll probably see in about a week's time now, but we're getting an early look at official images ready for the brand new season. It pretty much backs up and confirms everything that we've all been talking about with the flooding of the map, with water levels super high as a battle bus comes sweeping in, and also a little look at an island in a background, which, fun fact, we've actually seen before, and thanks to some leaks, we now know where this island will be in the brand new season. Alongside the leaks that I mentioned earlier, including the rideable shark, a weapon which we've actually seen before in a short Fortnite video, the flare gun is set to be released coming out with this brand new season. The crazy thing is, if we look at the flare gun video that we got a while ago, it's just a fun little Fortnite short video. The Jonesy that is stranded on the island uses it to shoot down a battle bus and get the easiest victory royale of his life. But the island he is on in that short video matches up exactly with the island that is in the background of this now leaked image for the new season. Pretty much confirming the flare gun, confirming this new island, and maybe even the stranded Jonesy with the beard potentially coming to the next Fortnite season as an official skin. But where will this island be located on the Fortnite map, you ask? We're going to be taking a look at that in a second. However, I've got a really exciting announcement I want to share with you first, so let's check it out. So I'm super excited to announce that I am partnering up with Roccat. They've been making premium gaming gear all the way since 2007 from Hamburg, Germany, combining technology, innovation, and performance to create amazing gaming gear. And they very kindly upgraded my setup. Both my mouse and keyboard have seen an upgrade, starting with the keyboard, the brand new Vulcan 121 with super fast input recognition, all of the keys being remappable, an integrated volume wheel, and just look at it. It looks absolutely stunning. I've customized it to be an ALIA blue, all of the keys lighting up from underneath. It just looks awesome. Alongside that, my mouse is now the Cone Pure Ultra. This thing weighs only 66 grams, also matching the keyboard in the ALIA blue color. This thing offers exceptionally accurate movement, and the clicking mechanics have been improved, meaning you can be shooting, moving, aiming, doing everything faster than ever with more accuracy. But you don't have to have it ALIA blue. You can literally customize both the keyboard and mouse however you want, with any colors, doing loads of effects, and the coolest of them all being Rockat's very own AIMO RGB lighting technology. The lighting actually learns and adapts the more you use the products, so as you're gaming, editing, or just using your keyboard and mouse as you normally would on your PC, the colors will adapt and change as you go. Now that I've got this awesome brand new gaming gear, should I start learning Fortnite with keyboard and mouse? Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Now, somebody that's far better than me with keyboard and mouse, Mr. Savage himself actually won a Fortnite World Championship using Rockat's very own gaming in gear. So a great testament to how good this is for gaming. So to stay up to date with everything that's going to be going on between us, make sure to check out Roccat using the links in the description. Follow them and keep an eye on even more awesome stuff happening between Allier and Roccat in the future. So returning to all of the Fortnite leaks, Hypex on Twitter put a short video together showing what it's like to have the rising and the lowering of the water levels within the Fortnite map. However, we've got far bigger and crazier things to look at, including, as I said, the location of this new island in the Fortnite map. Thanks to Merle over on his YouTube channel, who put together, you may remember, the image giving us an idea of how the water levels will look across the map on Fortnite. Actually went ahead with some of his friends and basically recreated the Fortnite map with all of the water in Unreal Engine to get us an early look at it. It is believed these will be the initial water levels as the season starts, and yes, it does look very high, but according to more leaks that he's been given, the water levels won't stay that high throughout the season, but will actually gradually start to drop and ultimately maybe returning to the levels that we're at the moment, or a little bit higher, so part of the map stays flooded, but the water levels won't always be this high. I know, it looks like a lot of water, but let's not forget we will be able to go underneath the water and explore underwater as well. Now, within his video, and he mentioned this before today's leak, bearing in mind, I've put the two pieces of information together. He mentions that one of his sources tells him that the rig is going to be replaced with an island. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, we've literally just seen an island in this leaked image. So if 2 and 2 go together, we can expect the rig to now become a floating stranded island within the Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3 map. The cool thing is, if we think about it, the island at the moment looks fairly small. There's not too much space there. I'm sure a lot of people will try and land and get loot, but it's probably going to be a pretty risky place to go. However, if the water levels start to drop and we're going underwater, remember, more and more of that island will start to be revealed. More of it will be accessible above water, meaning that ultimately the map's going to be constantly changing through simply seeing the water levels drop throughout the season. It's very exciting. Now, if we go back and take a look at the pictures that are located at the No Sweat Insurance building in the Fortnite map, literally right now, one of them shows buildings within like giant rubber dinghies floating above the water. Apparently, all of the areas with signs in at the moment will be covered by this insurance, including Pleasant Park, Holly Hedges, Sweaty Sands, and Frenzy Farm. And their new names will now be called Floating. So Floating Pleasant, Floating Sweaty, and Floating Farm. I'm not too sure which part of the word they'll use there, but as the water levels start to drop, I guess these buildings will ultimately sit back down in their original positions once the water levels return to normal. An absolutely amazing video and great information put together by Merle. Big shout out to him. I'll leave his link down below. We've got more to look at, and this time we're going underwater. As we all know, we got an early experience of this through the Travis Scott live event when the map actually did flood, basically giving us a little bit of a hint as to what's to come. But thanks to an amazing video created by Retaliate, who does lots of glitches on YouTube, he actually managed to take a lot of main buildings, a lot of them located in Pleasant Park, put them under the Fortnite water, and then glitch himself underwater himself to experience what it's like to be underwater and see what kind of changes we can expect in the underwater version of Fortnite. This obviously brings up a lot of questions. How are weapons going to work? How are chests going to work? And a lot of these we actually managed to test out. Now, it's worth noting that the current version of Fortnite that we are playing will obviously not be the exact same version that the next season will be when it comes to experiencing everything underwater, but it gives us a cool little insight as to how we can expect a lot of it to be. According to Retaliate, there's a little bit of constant bubbling noise underwater, and a lot of the audio is generally compressed and a lot quieter, which I guess means you can be a little bit more sneaky underwater. Within the video, and probably the most interesting part, is him using a lot of weapons and items to see how they work. Cool thing is, the chest is literally accessible and usable pretty much perfectly underwater. Doesn't seem like it's got its final animation, but as soon as you'll notice, when the chest opens, the items basically start to float upwards. Whether or not this will happen within the next Fortnite season, we're not too sure, because I assume if you're looting underwater and everything's just going up, then you may as well just stick on the top of the water and pick up everyone else's loot. But it could be how it works. If you shoot a bandage bazooka, the bandage just goes up. If you throw a mini, the minis just go up, and that's the same with the weapons as well. Some of the really cool examples used were actually with the smoke grenade, or I guess any sort of throwable grenade, where once it's thrown, it doesn't go very far and gradually just starts to go up and then explodes a little while afterwards. It looks really cool, looks very real actually, and it almost seems like this is in the game ready to go for the next season. But something that doesn't seem to work quite right is the RPG. I assume this will work a little bit differently in the final version of the season. As the rocket is shot, it looks very buggy, doesn't go very far, and then basically explodes very, very quickly. This seems like it probably get you killed a lot of the time, isn't very useful, or maybe that's just how RPGs will be underwater. You won't be able to spam them as a result. I'm sure you've got more questions questions. For example, what happens if a map completely floods and we end up getting an end zone where it's literally in a flooded area? It's going to be absolutely wild, but it's something we're probably going to experience with the start of the next Fortnite season. All of this, though, guys, is just the start. Remember, this Saturday is the huge live event. I'm going to be live streaming it here on the YouTube channel. You must be subscribed. I don't want any of you to miss it. And then the days leading up to the start of the season, I'll be covering all of the teasers. And then obviously when the season comes out, the battle pass and playing everything new within the season. It's going to be crazy. I cannot wait. And it's set to be one of the wildest starts to a season ever. If you want to check out more Fortnite news, information, and videos, check them out on screen here. Go and click them. Go and watch them. I'll see you over there. I hope you've enjoyed. Tons of information. It's been crazy.